Oh yeah. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, folks of all ages, I've got the jet boat ready to go. Got it all loaded up. I came out here later in the day. It is springtime, and all these fish are in the shallow. There's a whole bunch of little fish right here in the shallows. You're gonna be pulling in. It's that time. I just seen another one scoot out right here. So something I wanted to talk about real quick before I get out here on the water. And I've been seeing a lot of other YouTubers and other fishermen talk about it. And what it is keeping fish from these spots. A lot of people get upset when they see people keep the fish from these small pond spots. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you start keeping the 1 and 2 pound bass out of here, and you leave the big ones, leave anything over 4 pounds, and I guarantee you're going to start catching bigger fish out here. I myself am allergic to fish. It's very funny. I've had so many times where I catch a bunch of fish and I go home and I forget to wash my hands and I get sick for 2 or 3 days, and it sucks, let me tell you. If you have food poisoning before, that's what it's like for me. So I don't get to eat the fish and I can't keep the fish, so I don't keep the fish. And yeah, it's pretty windy out here right now. Just came out to come get on a little bite. I know they set up on these rock piles out here where the beds are. And it's been cold, so these fish are really lethargic. They're not wanting to chase anything. And they've been really spooky the last couple days. A lot more than they were last week. Last week when it was warm, I was able to get on them a lot better. So anyways, like I was saying, a lot of people don't like it when you keep the fish. Keep as many fish as you would like out of these spots. I'm gonna tell you that right now, man. Keep the fish. Don't keep them all, but keep some small ones. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna make this place and all the other places a lot better, because what you're doing is you're eliminating the competition for food for the big fish. It's just like with my bluegill in my backyard pond. A lot of time the bluegill will like to rise up to the food, the big ones, and then the little ones shoot up in between them and they steal it. I've had that happen with big baits a lot of times when you're throwing big baits, and you'll have the big followers come up and they'll follow your bait, and unfortunately the little guy gets it. That's just how it goes, man. All right, urban bass layers, gonna get out here on the water. Thank you guys for watching. Get off the couch, go fishing. Jesus Christ, wind. Should have doubled up my anchor today. Yeah, little one. It's a start. Super little one. Yep. Dink, come on. And you get out. Quick release. Took all my stuff off my air rig and I'm just throwing the Matt Allen head with a Kitech. Nothing special. I left all my underspins at home like a stupid. This water's muddy, so a little bit of flash will get them. A little bit of noise will probably get them. Dragging over these, there's rock beds right here that I usually stand on if the water's up and if the water's low enough, I can stand on the rock piles, cast from them. What I'm doing is these baskets set up on these rock piles. When it gets cold, they sit there because it warms up right there. And yeah, I learned over the years of fishing this place that that's where they're at. Middle of winter, man, you come out here and just drag something up over these rock piles, catch them all the time. Yeah, this loop feature is the shit. Because as soon as I slowed it down and let it hit the bottom, I think with the weather here in Sacramento, it's been fluctuating so much. We'll go to 70s, then it'll drop back to the 60s, and it'll go down to like the high 50s. Then it'll jump up to the high 70s, then back down into the 50s. And that's what it's been doing. Every Monday and Tuesday, it's been in the 70s, and it's kind of weird. And the rest of the week, it's like raining. Kind of figured it out. Today is Tuesday, and there's no clouds at all. But tomorrow, the rain's coming back in. Kind of weird, man. Weird how it works. Sorry, Dad. Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Oh yeah, come here. That's a decent one. Got She won't film. Oh, he barely hooked. Barely hooked. Oh, let's see you get hook yourself. Nice. Get back, boy. We've got this guy. 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn you on. Unclip. Hook you up. Just about 3 pounds. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. This thing's tough to see on the camera. Just about 3 pounds. Topwater on a ploppy. This is a plopper that I got, one of those cheap knockoff ploppers, and I put one of those pro skin things on it. Pretty nice fish. Nice topwater bite. Hope I got that on film for you guys. Now I've got the YOLO Tech battery, and yeah, that's a nice little fat fish. It's like a Clear Lake size 2-pounder. All right, buddy, you go get bigger for me. Later. Yeah, right on. There's the guy. I could get my pole to work with me. Not a big one, but a bit. It's a tough day, man. This is like junk fishing day. Caught one on the plopper. Kept throwing it for a long time. At least I'm getting my footage with this YOLO Tech. How's it going? What's that? Oh yeah, I'm allergic to fish, so I throw them all back.
Yeah, I've got some nice ones.
Yeah, I missed a bite there. Scratching my chin and I missed the bite. Letting it sink down to the bottom. I got bit. Missed him. Show you guys real quick these Senkos that I'm using. I found these online on Tackle Warehouse. Sometimes I can't remember stuff. It's the most basic of stuff. I swear I'd forget my name if I didn't have it written down somewhere. This color though, if you see on this crankbait that I was using last year and I'm using this year, it's got like that tactical bassin, tactical shad, like that blue flake with the green. I think I'm gonna switch this out. This guy's a little beat. Put me a new one on here and see what we can do. Other thing I do, I get these little rattles. Just enough. It's not necessarily to rattle it when it's moving in the water. It's when they pick it up, when they pick that Senko up with their mouth and it shakes in their mouth, makes them hold on to it. Pretty cool little trick. Texas rigged. I use a Palomar knot on everything. It's just what I know and it's what I use. Palomar knots. That guy in there. Doesn't have to look pretty. These things are a pain sometimes to get in there. Slide that little rattle in there. Readjust this. There you go. Let's catch fish. All right, everyone. Something I wanted to do a little bit more on my videos that I don't do. Watching a lot of like Greg Blanchard and some other guys. They talk the whole time they are fishing and they tell you everything they're doing. I need to do that a little more. So what I'm doing right now, this wind has died down. I got a Senko on, like I said. I just fish this way. It's how I was taught to fish. Texas rig Senko. Throwing it out over here over these rock piles. And I'm dragging it so super slow, like winter fishing. I'll show you guys how I do this. Cast it out there, slow count to like 10, make sure it's down there, reel up your slack line just a bit, I go like this, and I just slowly move my pole, drag that worm, I reel up my slack line, slowly moving that worm. What I'm doing is I'm able to feel every stick and every rock down there. If it gets caught in the grass, you can kind of bump it a little bit, pull it out of the grass. I am just pulling this up out of that rock pile. And what I used to do in the winter time out here is I drag the Senko up to the top of the rock pile and I just let it sit right there. Caught some of my biggest fish ever out of this pond doing that. I caught a 6.5 pounder right where I'm sitting. There you go. See, now I'm on the rock pile. Now that I'm on the rock pile, you can see my pole keeps wanting to go pop, pop. That's a rock every time. I'll let it sit right on that rock pile. And when the fish hits, you'll feel the tick, tick, tick of the rocks. And then all of a sudden it'll go boom, boom. And if you're not ready for it, you're gonna miss them. Because I've already missed like 4 of them. Now there's rock piles here and there's beds. It's been really cold this year. These fish have not wanted to really actually lock onto the beds yet. They're in the spots for it. They're just not locked on. Bing, bing, bing. I keep getting bit like right here. It's a couple of rock piles and there's like a deep spot in between them. And I can feel my Senko come off that first rock pile and it starts going down into that deep. It's where I keep getting bit. As soon as I start to come up that second rock pile, which makes me think that there's a bed right there or a fish sitting there, because I keep getting bit and I keep missing them. It's a tough one doing this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, folks of all ages, spent the last bit of the day trying to throw my kick turn mini with no luck. They don't want to eat it right now, unfortunately. Got to keep trying to throw those big baits, man. I know they catch fish. A lot of people say, oh, those baits aren't going to catch anything, and they do. It's just like any bait. Every bait and every thing in fishing is a tool. Your pole's a tool. Your reel is a tool. Your glasses are a tool. Your baits are tools. These are tools, and tools, when they're used right, they work good. Now, getting the fish to cooperate, that's a whole nother story. Anyways, urban bass layers, gotta get out of here and head home. The sun's going down. Public park, I gotta get out of here before the sun goes down. So anyways, love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And hopefully within the next week or two, we will really get into this. What is it? January, February, March, April. Usually April and May is when we do really good sight fishing. This year it would have been a lot better, but a lot of cold and a lot of rain. So one good thing about this spot is it's about 2 feet higher than it was last year. Makes the fishing tough. That's all right. Keeps the fish in the water. Keeps them from dying. Like I said earlier in the video, if you guys come out and come to the pond spots in Sacramento, wherever you're fishing, keep some fish. Don't be afraid to keep some fish. Don't keep the big ones, please. Don't keep the big mamas. Those ones got the genes that will continue to make these ponds really good. And if we take those real big ones out of here, and I don't eat fish, but from what I hear, those big ones are not good to eat anyways. It's old meat, and you want that new, fresh, young, like 2-year-old bass if you're going to eat them. Those little small, like 1 and 2 pounders, it's just extra mouths in the water. A lot of extra mouths in the water. And if you get them out, then you will start having bigger fish. Anyways, urban bass layers, love you guys. Get out there and go fishing. Did I get that? I think I got that. I was just gonna leave and I made one cast. I always cast up into the spots you're just about to go through. You never know. Little Frank might come say hi to you. Little teapot, short and stout. I said dumbest stuff when I'm fishing, and I know it's not just me because I hear it on other people's videos. Anyways, get off the couch. Go make Frank look like he's a 10-pounder. Oh yeah. Anyway.